They got 4 things that are the most expensive things in the house, which is your roof, your HVAC, your kitchen, and your bathroom. So those are very, very important. And so you're just asking these questions, you're building rapport with the seller, and you're finding out why are they moving or why are they interested in a cash offer.
So after you've made a friend, right? After you've earned the trust and the rapport, we can set the stage for what to expect in the remainder of the call, which brings us over to our closing script, right? So setting the stage. Guide us through how you segue into this and what you're doing and really teeing the seller up so they know what to expect.
So basically when I'm setting the stage, I get on the phone with the seller and I say, hey, Mr. Seller, you said you wanted a call back? Yes, I did want to call back. So I tell the seller, if you got a few minutes, I want to confirm some information that I already have, which I'm just taking what's on Zillow or Realtor or whatever you're using. And, you know, whatever it's saying, I'm just repeating that back to the seller. And then I say, hey, I want to confirm some information that I have. And then I'm going to ask a couple additional questions. How does that sound, Mr. Seller?
So you're asking permission.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
You're basically teeing it up saying, hey, this is what to expect on this call. I have some information in front of me that was passed along from Alfred or whoever the lead qualifier was. Just want to verify this. This call might take 5 to 10 minutes. However you want to set the stage, but you want to ask for their permission if they're open to engage in this call, right?
Yeah.
So you're ending it like, does that sound good to you? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right? Before we get started, is there anybody else, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that every decision maker is on board and ready to go. So where are you going with that?
Definitely want to check and see if every decision maker is present or if somebody else is involved in the decision making process, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to go through your whole script and they say, well, I got to talk to my husband, or I got to talk to my wife, or I need to talk to my cousin. Because sometimes they'll use that to ghost you. So up front, top of your script, you want to say, hey, Mr. Seller, before we go any further, are there any more decision makers on this property? Because I just want to make sure I'm not stepping on anybody's toes.
I love it. So that's kind of at the same time, we're setting the stage with the housekeeping, but we're also beginning to remove the seller objections in this setting the stage, right? So it's a 2-piece equation. We're teeing it up, setting expectations, and we're slowly removing the objections that we know could potentially be thrown in towards the bottom of the sale, right? So it's strategically removing them at the top before we even talk about price, so that when we get to negotiations and price, right, they can't throw out, well, I got to talk to my wife, I got to talk to somebody. Hey, Mr. Seller, we were talking about this when we first got on the call, and you told me that every decision maker would be present, right? Is that not the case?
Yeah. And right. I was going to say also, asking that seller, hey, Mr. Seller, if we can agree on a price today, are you ready to get the process started? So that'll let you know their level of motivation. And with me, if they say, well, I don't know, we'll see, that tells me that maybe they're not that motivated. So I never give like a solid offer. I'll give a ballpark offer because they're not locking in with me, so I'm not locking in with them.
Yeah, that's golden right there. Hey, if we were able to meet and agree on a price today, if we're able to give you exactly what you wanted for the house,
are you ready to get the process started?
Are you ready to make? Are you in a position to make a decision? Right. However you want to lay that out. But boom, you're asking for a soft commitment at the beginning of the call.
Yep.
Right? You're not wasting nobody's time either way. Hey, if you're not ready to a decision point, there's absolutely no pressure. I understand. Right? We're here to help you and serve you in any way that we can. Boom. So from there, let's guide them through the script. Now, quick pivot with the script. The reason that a script is so important, right? Think about a Hollywood actor, right? They master their script, right? They memorize it so good that they literally mold themselves into that character. They put themselves into that character's shoes. So your closing script should be the same thing, right? you don't want to sound robotic, obviously, right? But you want to get so confident in the closing script, getting the repetitions in, that you really fit into that, right? And you can guide them through the process and seamlessly remove the objections, set the stage, and guide the seller on this journey to close them like that. The Hollywood actors do it. That's your roadmap.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you want to be professional. I mean, if you don't have a script, then how are you going to get all of your questions answered? Or if you don't have a script, let's say you want to hire on another acquisitions person. Where's the script for that junior acquisition person? You got to have a good script. So yeah, it's very important to have a script.
Once you set the stage and you've removed the common objections, and we get into the property criteria, condition, and everything else, how are you bridging into that, from the situation, the relationship, and the pain point into the actual condition of the property? What does that next stage look like on the call?
Well, it's very, very important to get a good property description, because of course you're building your rapport. You're getting a good property description, which, you got 4 things that are the most expensive things in the house, which is your roof, your HVAC, your kitchen, and your bathroom. So those are very, very important. And so you're just asking these questions, you're building rapport with the seller, and you're finding out why are they moving, or why are they interested in a cash offer. All of this stuff together, you're going to use it when you ask how much they want for the property. You're going to use the pain. You're going to use the kitchens hadn't been updated, and the roof is 10 years old. Like, all of that is going to form your offer for the property. So that's why it's very important to take your time and get a good property description and try to figure out what the seller's pain point is, so you can use it in negotiation when you're trying to close on the property.